My other truck is in the shop. I haven't heard from the people. So I'm like, yo, let me just pull up. Like I'm about to, right? Let me pull up, make sure everything's straight with my vehicle. I turn the corner. Dude, from the moment I turn the corner, the cop, he behind me the whole time. Every street I turn on, right? Every street. Trying to run my tags or whatever. I ain't even tripping, right? Just run them hoes, nigga. I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? So I put the stand for the phone holder, right? I'm like, yo, let me see what's popping. You know what I'm saying? I ain't grabbed it and counted. So the cop is like, yo, like he put his lights on. I pull over. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my phone to record and all that shit, but I ain't, I done get to it enough time. So I'm not even tripping on that bullshit. So this is what I want y'all to understand. Police are full of shit. Like real talk. What happens is that cops, they like to be in control. They like to be bullies. Like that's their thing. So when he pulled me over, like the phone wasn't even recording yet, right? The phone was just on. He's like, something about spending a lot of crime in the neighborhood. I'm like, I ain't asking you none of that. That's what you pulled me over to tell me about somebody else's problem? So he's like, well, do you live out here? I'm like, I ain't got to answer that question. Well, do you have your ID? I said, did I commit a crime? Do you suspect me of committing a crime or about to commit a crime? I'm like, what's your RS? You know what I'm saying? Your reasonable articulable suspicion. He's just looking at me like I know he want to call me the N-word bad as hell, right? Because there's nothing worse than when you know the law just like they do. Nothing worse than that. Cops really be trying to like punk people and stuff. He was like, well, your phone can't be in the pod, in the tripod of being held like that. I said, yeah, it can. A judge told me it can. When I went to court for having the phone in my hand, the judge told me I can have it in a pod or in a phone holder. That's both, right? I don't be tripping off the police, right? Especially when you live in Texas. Like they like probably the second worst cops next to the NYPD. So I don't say nothing. I'm like, are we done? Are we done? We finished? I got things to do. You heard? So he says, you seem like you aggravated. I said, I ain't aggravated about nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm good, fam. What's poppin', y'all? See, what cops want you to do is get upset so they can say you're acting a certain way. But if you keep the same tone the whole time you talking to them, that really pisses them off. I promise you it does. It pisses them all the way off because they have no reason to deal with you. He was like, is there any weapons in the car? I'm like, come on, bro. Cut it out, bro. I'm like, nah, there ain't no guns in the car, bro. I say, I got that knife up there. That's it. He was like, what knife? I said, the one right there. It's a glass breaker and a knife. So then he just started being weird. So I was, me, I'm like, yo, let me get your supervisor. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, for what? You ain't broken no law. Well, if I ain't break a law, why are you stopping me talking to me? You know what I'm saying? If I haven't broken the law, why are you stopping me talking to me? You know what I'm saying? My day's good. My day's good. Thank you for asking. So I'm like, if I ain't breaking law, why are you stopping me talking to me? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I tell y'all this, like, they do these things because they want you to stick around long enough where you get so aggravated that you say the wrong thing. That's what they want. They want you to say the wrong thing. What ends up happening is when you say the wrong thing is when they got you. But if you stay cool, calm, and collective, they can't say nothing to you. And you could tell he was aggravated, bro. Like he really wanted to, like, he was looking for something. And he couldn't find it. He was like, well, would you mind if I search your vehicle for any other weapons other than a knife? I said, yeah, I would mind. Like, no, you're not searching my vehicle. Get out of here with that nonsense, bro. Like, he was like, well, if you have nothing to hide, I said, call your supervisor. This is an unlawful stop. This is an unlawful detainment. Just call your supervisor. Well, I'm going to let you leave with a warning. You ain't let me leave with nothing. I don't care about what you talking about, bro. I'm talking about you going to let me leave with a warning first. So in order to let me leave with a warning, I had to have committed a crime, not a violation. Like, y'all need to know the difference between a crime and a violation. You know what I'm saying? Or as they call it, a citation that he wants to give me I'm like, I didn't break no law, right? So you gotta just be careful, dude. Dang, did he have? He ain't had no warrant. I ain't got no warrants. I'm clean as a whistle. You know what I'm saying? It's just that these cops, and I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Ever since Trump took over and he told these cops they wouldn't be held accountable for certain things, they really took that into accountability. Like they took that shit to another level. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm a well-dressed black and Puerto Rican. I'm well-dressed. I'm always clean. And the thing is, when you pull me over, you gotta be like, you gotta know how to talk, yo. Like, if you start talking ghetto to them, they gonna be like, oh, what they want, what gang you with, where you from, what set you clap. Man, I ain't asking nothing. You ask me a question, you gonna get the direct answer. Is that what you stopped me for? You know what I'm saying? Like when they be like, where you going? None of your business. Next question. That's it. I ain't gotta tell you, like, I ain't with that small talk. And that's what they be on. They be trying to make small talk to act like they your friends. The police are not your friends, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. It's like, do not fall for the okie doke. They not your friends. Every time you open your mouth, you know how they say anything can and will be used against you? They mean that. Like, I'm not finna talk to you, bro. I don't got to. I don't like you like that. We not friends. We not finna kick it, nothing. So when they start that little small talk, the best thing for you to do is one question answers. Where you going? Home. Where do you live? What does my ID say? But is this your current address? What does my ID say? I'm not gonna tell you yes or no. Whatever my ID say, that's what it do. You know what I'm saying? So what ends up happening is, like, when you're sitting there dealing with people and the cops are like, when they're bored is when they're worse, yo. When they're bored, them cops get bored, they be like, you don't even understand. Like, I could just take you out the car and tear your car. Do it. Do it. This camera gonna be running though. And it's a face recognition. It's gonna recognize your face, it's gonna follow you all the way through the car. Especially here where I'm at, the SAPD here, they corrupt as shit, boy. They corrupt. Bexar County Sheriff ain't no better. You know what I'm saying? They corrupt too. But that's all the way through. You heard? Like, I ain't saying like every cop is bad. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is, like, when you see police officers get mad because, like, they ask you a question and then you ask them, like, that's like, give me an answer, like, give me a reason for this, and they don't got one, bro, that's when they really go bad for them. They don't have no clue who they talking to. That shit is the worst of the worst, you heard? And I don't say nothing. Like, I'm always like, all right, dog, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Make it do what it do. Man, my truck ain't even out here though, bro. Okay. So I came here to look for my vehicle, man, because my other truck is getting worked on, but it ain't even out here, so I'll spin back to the crib. So that's all I be trying to tell people, like, know your rights. Know all your rights, bro. Know your rights. Do not let somebody just sucker you into some shit. Oh, you gotta know that if I tell you to get out, so listen to how they ask you. They'll say, do you mind getting out the car? Yeah. Because you asked me, do I mind? Hell yeah, I mind. Now, you tell me I'm giving you a lawful order or command to get out of the car. Okay, you want me to get out? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get out, but when I get out, I need you to tell me why. As soon as I get out, boom. You can't frisk me. I mean, you can't search me. You can only pat me down, right? That's what well, I'm just going to pat you down. I'm not searching. Well, if you stick your hands in my pockets, that's a search. That's no longer a pat down. That's a search. You violated my amendment. You know what I'm saying? They tell you your Fifth Amendment tells you you got the right to remain silent, right? That's when they tell you plead the Fifth. You got the right to remain silent. They don't tell you the moment you plead the Fifth, you go into jail. You go into jail. You got the right to remain silent? Man, I answer no questions. Okay, we'll just figure it out when we take you to jail. So now you've been unlawfully detained. Now you've been unlawfully arrested. Now this is where they'll put the new charge, failure to identify. That's when they put the new charge on you. Oh, okay, failure to identify is a secondary charge. What was the first charge? You know what I'm saying? That's their thing. Like, okay, failure to identify is a secondary charge. I need to know what the first charge was, and then they'll make it up. They'll make it up as they go. Oh, obstruction. Obstruction is a secondary charge. What was the initial stop? And that's how cops are out here, crooked as hell, right? I'll read y'all's comments in a minute as soon as I pull over. But this is what they do. So this cop, he was messing with me the whole time. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, you gotta know that I'm not an okie doke. Like, I'm not gonna fall for this nonsense. Are you crazy? And he's like, well, I'm trying to get us both home safe. Man, I'm safe regardless. You the one upset, bro. You and your feelings, bro, not me. You know what I'm saying? And people don't understand, like, these cops is everywhere. Look, I'll show y'all they everywhere. Watch this. Y'all think I'm playing? Look. Right there's one. And right there's two. Look. Everywhere. Everywhere, right? They're everywhere. And these cops don't care. These cops break the laws. These cops speed through the light, turn their flashes on, speed through the light, turn their flashes back off just so they ain't got to sit in traffic. Why are they not being held accountable? You know what I'm saying? But that's what they do. Especially like if you live on the east side or the west side or the south side, they don't really pull all that bull crap on the north side with the rich white folks and all that. They don't do all that. But wherever there's black and Hispanic people, please believe you gonna get messed with. On God. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I'm just walking, like I'll be walking my dog, they'll pull up to the park where I'm walking my dog at, and they'll just mean mug. And I'll laugh at them, like right at them. Look at you. Because I got a Shih Tzu and a Frenchie. Like, oh, you don't think I can afford this? You a joke, bro. You a joke. You know what I'm saying? But they crooked like that. And then when you sit down and you try to explain to them, like, what is the dilemma here? Like, why are we going through this? Oh, you talking back? You getting smart, man? First of all, like, most of y'all was punks in school. Most of y'all got bullied in school, like, for real. Most cops that you see, they got picked on in school. That's why they became cops. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now, I'm doing, like, 37. It's 35. But I think I'm doing, like, 37. The cop is behind this other car right now. They're mad right now because they can't zoom past her and go forward. Like, that's their whole thing. But they do this all day. All day they'll do this. They'll pull you over and literally, like, make your day bad. Like me, I got all day to play with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you pull me over, I got all day to play with you. All day. Like, I will make your day bad all day. What's your name? For what? For what? Because over here, you ain't got to give them your name. You ain't got to give them your name. You can just be like, tell me what I did. Well, give me your ID. What did I do? Tell me what I did first. You tell me what I did, I'll give you anything you ask for. Or your blinker's out. Well, can I get out and look? Oh, you're after the stop. Well, why can't I get out and look at it before the stop? If it's broken now, like while you're stopping me, it still should be broken during the stop. They just be lying like that, bro. They'll lie. And I used to be like skittish, dog. Like, cop get behind me, I be, I be like, man, pull me over. I don't care, bro. Pull me over. It ain't like I got anything wrong in my car. Pull me over, Brody. I use my blinkers. I use everything. And I'm not saying every cop. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying every cop. But the majority of police officers that are here in my town suck. They suck. It's like a handful of them that are like there for the right reasons. But they really suck at their job. Like, for real. Like, even like the head dude, right? Not the chief, but the sergeant or whoever's underneath him. Like, they hate him here, for real. His name is Sheriff Salazar. They hate that fool. Like, his own people that work for him hate him. Like, he sucks. Like, I know people who literally can't stand this motherfucker. But it's like they're just used to seeing him, so they keep voting him back in. But he sucks. As a sheriff, a head sheriff guy, he sucks, bro. He sucks. He sucks. The people in New Braunfels, the cops in New Braunfels, Texas, They suck. They some corrupt motherfuckers in New Braunfels, Texas, for sure. Like motherfuckers just corrupt. Like they can't get you on a crime that they want. They'll make one up for you. Like dead ass. You know what I'm saying? So it's just weird, bro. It's really, really weird. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what he talking about. Gronk told the truth yesterday. I don't know who Gronk is, but okay. This guy is a I don't know what he talking about. Disorderly conduct. They but when they say disorderly conduct, now they gotta explain how it's disorderly, right? Because these cops, the moment you show them that you're not afraid of them, that's what they hate. They hate that, bro. They hate when you show them like, man, I ain't afraid of you, dog. Like I don't gotta respect you. I don't gotta have no respect for you. Like he was like, I think his biggest thing was like, cause I didn't give him my ID. I just kept asking him like, what do you need it for? Well, I like to know who I'm talking to. Motherfucker, I don't want to. That's not a good enough reason, my boy. Cause you want to know who I am. You want to know who you're talking to, well, man. Call me Mr. Good Citizen. That's what you call me, Good Citizen. You know what I'm talking about? Because I'm not finna sit here and play with the police, dog. I don't have it like that. And and you'll tell them like, dog, if you didn't have the gun and the badge, you wouldn't be acting like this, dog. I promise you, you'll be chilling. You'll be relaxed mode. But some dudes just be like some of these cops be like, man, shut the fuck up. Okay, y'all see videos on YouTube how the police be talking to civilians, right? So as soon as they tell you shut the fuck up, right, and then you return that same conversation to them, you shut the fuck up. Uh, Disorderly conduct. What is it? Disrupting the peace or some shit like that. Like, okay, but it's cool for you to say it, but it ain't cool for me to say it. Then you need to be going to jail with me. Know what I'm saying? Like it's just weird, dog. It's so weird. That's why like when cops be like, anytime I'm anywhere a police officer at in any surroundings, I don't fool with the police. I don't even call them for no help ever. Like, cause I can't stand them. Like real talk. I don't. I'm not, and I'm saying not every cop is bad, but the bad cops outweigh the good cops. I promise you that. I promise you. And then when they be looking at me, like you gotta know what you talking about when you talk to me, cause I'm with it. I'm witty as hell. Like we'll have a good conversation about how you're violating my rights. My first, fourth, fifth, you violate any one of them, good night, Irene is going down. My lawyer gonna be on standby. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these cops is punks, dog. Like I do music, right? I remember I used to do shows in the most ratchetest places, right? And they would have one security guard, and that would be it. One security guard. I'm like, yeah, security guard, and all like it ain't nothing but gang members in here. I would when I tell you thank y'all for the like show, like when I tell you like I would dead ass be like in the most ratchetest spots, people would be like, bro, I can't believe you still out here. I'm like, bro, I'm good with me. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about it. Like, if you good with you somewhere, like, I don't need like 20, 30 people with me when I go somewhere. I go by myself. And I'll tell you, like, it's a 50-50 chance, even if you got 10 people with you or if you go by yourself. It's a 50-50 chance you're going to make it out of there unscathed. I promise you. And one thing about it is, like, when like, I had left, it was some raggedy hole in the wall on this side of town. And I went to go support my boy. And when I left out, I seen like 9 cop cars like just lined up. And I was like, say, I went back and told him, hey dog, some mad cops outside. Be careful when y'all step out. Soon as I walked to my car, right, I seen the one cop turn his lights on, right? His like ambers or whatever, right? He turned them on, right? I'm like, I know this motherfucker ain't finna pull me over. So I pulled out, used my blinker. I did everything I know I'm supposed to do, right? I pull up. I get to like on the corner of where my mom's house is, and I say, yo, it's different. Y'all get called that all the time, dog. Don't be upset. Don't be upset because I look like somebody you probably don't. So, and your name is what? Hot Wang? Oh man, you trying to troll? No, I ain't gonna get you right now. I ain't gonna get you with a name like that, boy. We be here. This not. I'll roast you right now, boy. Stop playing with me, boy. I turn the corner to go to my mom's house, and as soon as I turn the lights on. What the gangster part about me is like, I turned into my mom's yard, and when I turned in, he blocked my mom's driveway, right? So I got out, get back in the car. I'm like, for what? What did I do? Well, where are you coming from? That's what you guys keep pulling me over for, to ask me where am I coming from? I've come from minding my business. Try it. He got back in his car and drove off. You know why? Because I'm not finna have this argument with you. And it ain't nothing but cameras around my mom's house. So we can have this argument all day. And I was in my black truck at the time. So my black truck got a camera on the inside. So like, that's not gonna work for you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This dude name is Hotline. You need to change your name, bro. Change it quickly. Like, just change it. Sounds like you eat dogs, dog. Let's just change it. Um, so yeah, so y'all just be careful, man, when y'all out there, man, because they don't really care, dude. And killing you don't mean nothing to them. Like they'll kill you, they'll pay your family some money. Oops. They'll have that little nonsense on their little jacket, and then they'll be back in the squad car right after that. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. And like it's really based on like the area and the neighborhoods you come out of, like dead ass. Like if you in an all Hispanic neighborhood and you're a black dude coming out of a Hispanic neighborhood, they definitely gonna stop you. If you're an Hispanic dude coming out of an all white neighborhood, they gonna stop you, like dead ass. You in a Lexus GX luxury? Nah, actually I'm in the Audi Q5 fully loaded luxury. The payment every month tells me it's luxury. Um, just be careful. And I'm not saying white people won't go through it, because I know a couple of white cats that go through it. And because you probably don't know how to handle it, and you probably one of them people who heard people's rights being violated. I'm gonna go ahead and just give it to you raw and uncut like this. You probably one of them people that play with their nieces and nephews when ain't nobody else around. Stop playing with me, boy. I'm on your head, boy. You know what I'm saying? You should have got the GX 550 and truly roll like a boss. I'm a boss regardless. A car don't make me a boss. I can ride in a station where I can be a boss. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Let me post the part. I on something new. I know what it's like to ride in broke. I know all of that. You know what I'm saying? I could ride in a 2025 or I could ride in a 95. A car don't make you a boss. What make you a boss is how you conduct yourself and take care of your people. That's what makes you a boss. You know what I'm saying? Like an expensive car. Honestly, the car you just named, you ain't even paying for the car. You're paying for the name. Like, nah, I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between men and boys. Let y'all know. Men understand the value. Boys spend money for no reason. They just spend money. Know what your value of your money is when you buying and purchasing a vehicle or even a house. Know the purchase value of it. Know what it is. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people go out here. It's just like this chain. When I bought this chain, like it probably cost a whole lot of money in the store, right? Soon as I walked outside the store, the value of this chain, unless it's 1,000% gold, 1,000% titanium, 1,000% like diamonds, it lost value. It depreciated the moment I put it on my neck. You know what I'm saying? Down to this bracelet. This bracelet could have probably cost about 200, 300. As soon as I put it on, it depreciated in value, but it didn't depreciate like monetarily to me, like sentimental value to me. You know what I'm saying? That's more this and this like mean too much to me. You know what I mean? That's why I'm very careful like with my stuff. You know what I'm saying? A car don't make you a boss though on no level. Like you can have a whole bunch of money and you still not a boss. Blow us a kiss? The fuck? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that, my boy. I ain't blowing nobody no kiss. What I look like? Blowing no damn kiss. Crazy. That is funny though. I needed that laugh, but I ain't blowing nobody no kiss. He already free. They already free Diddy. Like everybody, listen, I had a conversation about this, and I'm gonna tell y'all why Diddy got off the way he got off. Because they did the Rico case. Rico is almost impossible to prove unless you got an ironclad case. Most times, people who get Rico charges, they cut a deal so they don't have to go to court. Why do you think that they're a 99 point something percent conviction rate from the feds? Because people cut deals. Very few people have beaten a Rico charge. You know what I'm saying? Very few people. Irv Gotti, R.I.P., Ja Rule, and now Diddy. Even John Gotti beat him, but he kept going, and you didn't know when to chill. You know what I'm saying? Diddy probably has dirt on a lot of celebrities. Diddy got dirt on your president. You know what I'm saying? Diddy wasn't gonna sit in jail all that time, no way. You know what I'm saying? The most you can give him is 5 years for whatever else. First time conviction, he get probation. He's back in the swing of things. You know, I'll tell you what, Johnson and Johnson wasn't complaining. They got that baby oil stock, baby. You know what I'm saying? And here goes a bigger question. Why are you not holding Cassie to the same crime? Because most of them people said Cassie called them. So why are you not convicting her? Why are you not convicting her of prostitution and racketeering and all that? Why you didn't do her? Because you wanted to cut her a deal. Look, nothing to come to you. You're a star witness. You're this, you're that, right? They ain't do that. You know what I'm saying? What's my OnlyFans? Dog, why would I have an OnlyFans? I know I'm a fly looking dude, but it ain't gonna happen. Cassie's so fine though, she can get away with it. Nah, she couldn't have. I don't care how fine a person is. First of all, she nasty. She that being fine ain't got nothing to do with it. She nasty, bro. And Diddy is a freak. You know what I'm saying? And only thing you could have got Diddy on was like violence. Cause we saw the video. You had him on the violence. Then they're like, oh, he had all these drugs, da da da. Like, cut it out, bro. The drug dealer say he went and got it. He brought it to the house. He did that. I need that nasty though. You need that nasty. You need that kind of nasty? You better call Meek Mills. See if you need that kind of nasty. You know what I'm saying? See if you want that treatment. You know what I'm saying? You might. And to each their own. Just not me. I ain't no. Go ahead out there. Go on to a Diddy party if you want to. I heard it ain't no party like a Diddy party. But I ain't gonna go find out. Cause I'm gonna go ahead and chill. But if y'all want that baby oil and all that, go ahead. Does Meek Mills pay good? Might consider. Meek Mills got ran through, so he couldn't got paid. I mean, you know how they say you sell your soul to the devil. You know what I'm saying? Look at Kanye. Kanye sold his mama out just so he can be a celebrity, man. Look at how Kanye did. Kanye lost a lot of money to why? Dealing with that Kardashian curse. We told everybody, like, man, leave the Kardashians alone, bro. They ruined careers. The only person that survived the Kardashian curse is Ray J. And that's because he had video to keep him safe. You know what I'm saying? Every other man that's messed with a Kardashian career, oh, Chris Humphries, Reggie Bush, who else? Lamar Odom. You mess with a Kardashian, your career's done. Your career's done, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, you gotta be careful, like how you move, man, because the only smart celebrity there was that got in front of his problem was Jay-Z. When that little girl was like, when I was little, Jay-Z and Puff did. Jay-Z, no. Jay-Z got his lawyer in front of it. Most people would have sat back and been quiet. Jay was like, had her daddy say she was lying. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it happens. That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful. You got to be careful. Especially in this day and age. Like, I tell all my friends and everybody, check IDs, bro. Ladies, y'all out here, like, getting these I don't know what y'all women be thinking nowadays, but y'all get these little youngsters out here, and these little youngsters like, oh, it's way different when when you cut off an age limit. Like if you're like 49, 47, 40, you shouldn't be messing with no 20-year-old. You gave birth to somebody around that age. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like to not teach their own, but at some point you gotta let a person grow first. You gotta let them go through something first. Let them grow up. Let them grow, and then when they like 30 and you like 60, then go ahead. I can't do it. I'm 49 years old. I can't mess with nobody who's not in my bracket. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it because I'm grown. I've been through a lot, and I'm glad I went through what I went through early on in life. Like I went through it in life. So that's what it do. You know what I'm saying? So when you sit down and you're trying to map out your life, like map your life out like real shit, man. Map it out from beginning to end. Not saying you ain't gonna have some stumbling blocks along the way, but first of all, don't have a whole bunch of people around you because the more problem, it ain't more money, more problems. It's more people, more problems. Don't be one of them followers. Like people be following people. I'm like, yo, why you following these people, bro? When you follow people, you're good as doing. And the last thing, think for yourself. When you think for yourself, people can't play with you like that. They can't play with you. They gotta know like I'm bullshit proof. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people get mad with me because they be like, "Say, dog, I was trying to tell you something, and you just blew it off." Nah, I didn't blow it off. I just knew what you were saying didn't resonate with me. And when it don't resonate with me, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? I can't sit around and be like, well, it sound good. No, I'm just as dumb as you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you take advice from some. You ever heard somebody say, man, listen to me. I'm gonna show you how to get it off. And they live at home with their mama putting their name on the orange juice and shit. Like, you can't teach me nothing, nigga. You still staying at home with your people. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with staying home with your people if you help them take care of a family member. That's different. I'm talking about them bums. I'm talking about them bums that just be out there just living off their family because it's cheap. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta just be on a different plateau. You know, so when people talk to me, they be like, say, dog, like, you never show any signs of weakness or nothing. Oh, man, look, I'm human, bro. I'm human. I cry like you cry. I bleed like you bleed. I get depressed like I was depressed not too long ago. Sad. I watched a cousin, one of my cousins just died like a few months ago. Then I just had another cousin, baby died, stillborn. Like, yeah, man, I go through it. I just don't talk about it. And I think that's a bad thing for me because I'll hold it all inside, bro. I'll hold it all inside and I'll be like, damn, man. Like, and people be like, man, you don't even shed tears. I do. I just don't cry in front of everybody because I tell you what, if I cried every time, somebody would get beat up. Because at some point, the level of anger, sadness, depression hits you all at once. It'll be somebody who has nothing to do with it, and then they'll get hooked on. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you got to be like in your right frame of mind. You know, me growing up, I grew up in the hood. I'm from New York, right? I live in Texas, but I'm from the hood. I grew up in a town called Elmira, New York, upstate, where there's one of the biggest prisons in the world, right? Growing up, just growing up, I was one of them ones like I was active as a kid. My mom would tell you like I take the curtain rod off the wall, go outside and protect my sister. I beat my own cousins with a curtain rod. Dog. I'm not letting. And it's funny to watch a 2-year old, 3-year old run down the street, fat not need motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Popping his own fan with because I was built different. I was built different. The thing about it is like as you develop, like right, and this is for men and women, as you develop the things that people taught you that weren't conducive to the way you want to be now. You have to shake them type of things. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I was taught like, yo, go make a lot of money, have a bunch of women, da da da, right? Then as you get older, you missed out on some great opportunities. You probably missed out on your future wife. You probably missed out on just having one woman that can give you a boatload of kids that you want. And now you got to deal with different personalities. And now the biggest one of them all is now you as a person feel like, damn, how do I deal with all of that, right? You really feel that way. Women, I say this, even the ugliest woman is important because she has a vagina. Even the ugliest woman is important because there's always going to be somebody trying to get at you. The fat, nastiest, snoring while you awake woman can grab somebody because she got a vagina. A man don't got that same option. You can't be the ugliest mug out there and a woman gonna be like, well, look at him. Nah. They gonna be like, look, he got a lot of money. He an ugly mother. You don't believe me? Look at Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls the ugliest motherfucker ever. But he got faith. Why? Because money talks and bullshit runs the marathon. But as you get older, now like having a bunch of women that don't really count when you 49, 50. That shit don't count for you. That it don't count when you 47. It don't count when you like 40, period. Because now you have to sit back and be like, okay, I want something out of life. It's not the same. It don't count when you like, damn, I want this. Women, y'all go through this thing where y'all are okay the way y'all are, right? But for some reason, y'all feel like you're not beautiful enough to yourself. So you go through these changes. You do this to your body. You put this much makeup on. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, some of y'all's makeup is horrible. I am a firm believer that pink, blue, and purple eyeshadow do not blend well. I've seen it at the circus, and I'm telling you, it don't blend well. You look like clowns. It don't blend well. You got them eyelashes way out here. Guess what? You can't blink. You can't blink. I'm sorry. You can't. If you blink, you're gonna scratch the lenses on your glasses. I promise you are. All them like y'all wear them little spandex and all that. Yo, that's not for everybody, bro. Look like you got a baby kangaroo in your pouch, yo. Like, cut it out. Be good with who you are, bro. Men, skinny jeans for skinny people. I'm gonna tell you, skinny jeans for skinny people. You can't walk around being a big person in skinny goddamn jeans. It don't work for you. You gotta wear clothes that are loosely fit so you can breathe. You know what I'm saying? But understand this. When you're climbing to the top of who you're gonna become in life, and I mean this from the heart, don't let somebody make you feel less than when you're greater than. I'll never let a person take my self-respect or my self-esteem away from me. You know, people tell you all the time, man, you're so confident. Okay? What does that mean? I bet you nobody like can come and be like, yo, you ugly. No, they can. They can come up to me and tell me I'm ugly all day. They lying, but they can tell me that. But I'm just ugly to them. I'm not their type. And like, they're not my type. Like, for me, real talk, I don't want to date a woman that sounds like a man. And what I mean is like, know what I'm saying? We do this. You feel me? I'll never date somebody that's like a man. No, I want a woman that is a woman, who talks like a woman, who acts like a woman. Like, a woman don't want a man that acts like a female. Like, babe, what you doing? I'm chilling. Hey, the fuck you got going on in your life, my guy? No, man, your woman needs a protector. She's a provider. Most importantly, she needs a person that's loyal to her. Same thing a man needs. When we sit down and we map out what it is we want long term, right? We know what we will not accept. We already know what we're not going to accept. I'm not going to accept somebody come up to me and be like, say, What am I talking about, fam? We talking about everything. We bouncing around, Steve. We bouncing around, but we talking about the respect factor that like men and women gotta have for themselves. Like some people really be waiting on the right person to come in their life. I'm gonna tell you something. If you waiting for the right person, you waited too long. You know what I'm saying? Like, take accountability. Like, sometimes a relationship that you in is not a bad relationship. Y'all are just doing bad shit to each other. Like, you ever had a person in a relationship, they always gotta be right? They always gotta be right. They always looking at what they friends got, but they not satisfied at what they got. That's when a man and a woman, like we're different. Other than body parts, we're different. Like, because a man will clearly say, look, I'm building for our future. A woman will say she's building for her family. No, 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 no. Build for us. And if we see the kids doing the right thing, then we'll hand them something. You know what I'm saying? My mom once told me, she said, I got this house for you and your sister. I said, no, you didn't. You got this house for you. This is why I told her that. We don't know what our path in life is going to be, right? So live your life the best way you can. I used to live my life to make sure my whole family was straight, most of them anyway. Make sure they were straight. And I started draining myself. I watched a cousin die from a car accident. That was my dog. My right hand died, my right hand. To this day, I feel like if I would have answered the phone, he would still be here. But because I was asleep, that's it. You heard? And that eats at me. I look after his kids to this day. I got an uncle who took care of me growing up, made sure I was straight. You know what I'm saying? Called, my aunt would call, everything. So I don't turn my back on those who looked out for me because now they can't take care of themselves. You know what I'm saying? But like he told me, you got to go live your life. You got to be happy. You got to make sure that you are straight. And whatever's going to happen, going to happen. I got a mama. My mama, thank God I still got her. You know what I'm saying? My mother looks sick some days. She can't get out the bed sometimes. But the biggest thing was the two people that, the most important things in my life, I remember they hugged each other. And it put my soul and my spirit at ease. Because it meant more to me than a car, than money, than anything. You have to know that sometimes you're going to run into a roadblock, but that don't mean the roadblock can't be moved. Today, like one of my tires, right? And I don't know what it is about these expensive ass cars, y'all. I advise y'all not to buy them, but every time it's a tire problem. The same motherfucking tire. Mind you, the other three tires go through the same area and never get a nail in it, never get nothing. You know what I'm saying? But $70, brand new tire, here you go. You know why I didn't complain? Because there was a time I couldn't afford the tire. I couldn't even afford the car. You know what I'm saying? Now when I go out to eat, I feel like a man. Yeah, I'm gonna go out and eat. Pull out my credit card, pay for it. Reach in my wallet, pull out some bread. Because there's a time, ladies, and I say this humbly, a woman never knows the disappointment of a man who can't provide the right way for the woman he loves. You never will see the suffering that that man goes through. And instead of calling him a brokey or tell him he's worthless, tell him this too shall pass. You know how good it feels to reach in there and I'm able to help somebody. Like, let's just say if I'm like, oh, man, go get your nails done, get your feet done, it's on me. Oh, let's go eat, let's go do this, it's on me. Hey, here goes some money. Don't worry about it. I got everything this time around. It's on me. That's a different type of feeling. It's a different type of feeling. And it's people who don't. It's I think my father and my mother for being hardworking people. Because my father could have gave up. My father got 6 kids. You heard? He could have gave up. You know what? Hell no. I ain't paying no child support. I ain't doing nothing. I'm gonna sit home and get blizzied all day. He could have been that dude, but he taught me even from 2,000 miles away. He was like, I'd be like, where you going? I'm going to work. My father was at the same job about 40, 50 years. He was like, man, as long as you find happiness in what you're doing, do it until you can't do it. I've been on my job 20 years. I've been doing what I've been doing 20 years. And I'm just now being able to live my life. That means when I'm like 70, 70 years old, maybe, I can look back on my life and say, it was a long road, but I did it. I ain't do it my way, but I did it a way. You know what I'm saying? People look at me all the time. They like, bro, I see great things in you. You know how good it feels for somebody to say, I see God working in you. That means everything I'm doing it the right way. Yeah, there's some people out there who get on my nerve. Absolutely. Or there's people out there I'd be like, oh, I just want to let me just two-piece you one time. Absolutely. But that's the old version of me. This version of me says, I got too much to lose. Don't get it twisted though. Don't get it twisted for a minute. If you put your hands on me, we gonna have a go. All 6'5", 232 pounds of me, we gonna have a go. And I promise you, I'm swinging for the fences. But I'm not into violence as much as I'm into respect. Hey, Carter, you gonna get a wife one day? Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah, I'm gonna get married. Hell yeah, I'm gonna have the. I don't want the perfect wife. I want the respectful one. Yes, me and my wife. When the time comes, I'm gonna have one hell of a wife. Hey, baby, don't worry about it. I'm good. I got us. Work if you want to, but I got us. Two incomes be one any day. Babe, what you crying for when you broke? You ain't broke. If I got it, you got it. Just like if you got it, I got it. See, that's the difference in a relationship when you got teamwork. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to live on social media. Like I ain't been on Facebook going on what are we in 2025? So like around 2021, 2022, I gave Facebook up, right? I'm like because it was really sucking up most of my day. And I feel like anytime you're dealing with certain things, you just have to go about it in a different way. The mannerism of it is different. So now I don't want to hear somebody else's negative problems. I want to hear, hey, let's all get in a group chat on social media and come up with a way to create a business. You know, like I own Vibe Clothing. I own Thug Mob Records. I own the Carter Podcast. Like I own that all by myself. I've created other name brands for other people. And I showed them how they own it now. Like here, let's go down here to the courthouse. Let's get this name. Let's do this. Bang, here you go. Now you own that. It's different. My next thing is, yes, I want to buy a brand new house. I absolutely. But I want to own my own nightclub. And I'm talking about upper echelon. Like you can't come in there with sneakers on. You ever seen the movie Power? The show Power? I want my club just like that. You got to come dressed to impress. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot different when you want something, you can get it. You can get it. And it's going to happen soon. Just always remember how you got there so you don't forget if you got to get there again. I'm about to bounce on y'all. I got to lay it down. I'm usually already round down. This weekend, hopefully, I get on the road and just enjoy me. You know what I'm saying? And we make it do what it do. Y'all hit that notification bell. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. And that way y'all know when I'm on, we can talk, man. You know, I can bring people up on the screen too, y'all. So let's chit